26 Charlie Tango 1017 1017 listening. Hello all, it's the early hours of the morning. I'm a bit bored. Thought I'd do a small video on one of my favourite old radios. Not the one you're looking at, that's the 9900. It's a bit of a knacker. It's on a bit of a tater for some unknown reason. It's pushing very low power out. I have had a fan pointing at the back of it when I've been using it, because it does get extremely hot. That's the only big fault I've found with those radios. Run extremely hot, and also it appears to be going a bit deaf, in the sense that if I talk to somebody who normally gives me a £9 or an 8, only give me a 1 or a 2 now. You can hear them okay, but the signal meter's not responding. If you key a radio up near it, it does go up, but the output power's gone very low. It's doing very low power, so I'll presume the output transistors have gone a bit of a tater, so I've got to get that repaired. I've missed my sideband. That's the only sideband radio I own at the moment, so I have this morning ordered and paid for a second-hand Anytone 5555 version 3. I'm quite sure somebody will come back with some bad things to say about them, but it'll keep me occupied, and I will get this one repaired. And then 2 or 3 months away now, Christmas, what we in? I think it's the 15th, Saturday the 15th today of September 2017. So come Christmas time, I'll buy a new radio. I don't know what I'll go for yet. Very likely it'll be a Kenwood, I should think, HF set. They're the ones I normally revert back to when I've had too much of these fancy little CBs, as I call them. But yeah, I thought I'd do a video. I've got plenty of time on my hands. I'm recuperating from a heart attack. I'll keep putting bits and bobs on my channel, hopefully of interest to somebody. So as you know, if you watch my channel, I've been on here a fair few years now. I started just before CB was legalised. I started in probably 79. Started with a little AM rig called a Jaws Mark II. I paid 80 quid for it at the time. It had fairy lights. I can't remember too much about it, and then I stuck with that till CB was legalised, and then the odd CB shop appeared, and then all these new models came out with different fangled things on them. So hey presto, FM became legal, and then before you knew where you are, nearly everybody in the neighbourhood had an aerial up. There was certainly a lot of people and big mass eyeballs, and it was very good in its day. And it was always bringing new antennas out and new radios, and this is better than the other one, and oh, this radio's better than yours. And so, which leads me on to why I'm making this video, really. Now, everybody had their own favourite little radios for whatever reason. It was normally a York 863 or a Harrier CBX, and then you got the odd man who liked the Binatone 5-star. That was the best radio. Now for me, and I don't know the genuine reason, I've got a few reasons why I do like these radios, and I will show you the radio in question. It's not the one that you're currently looking at. It would be this one. I've been using it tonight, been talking to Tim and Andy. I've just finished talking to Andy. It's early hours of the morning, so nobody's about where I live now. You can normally hear some Birmingham stations, which are about 25 miles north of where I live. Not even they're on. It's Friday night. The weekend's here. So that's it. Now this, I'm sorry if the camera's a bit jiggly. I can't actually bolt it down to anywhere, and I haven't got a tripod. I will perhaps invest in one in the very near future. So it will be a little bit jiggly, so I do apologise for that. You'll feel seasickness by the time you've watched this video. But either way, this one's a Manor Kestrel. They came in various guises. Planet 2000, Communicator 440 DX, Serpent. So yes, they were made, produced by Mickey Industries, Japan. Now for some reason, I don't know the exact reason, but these have always been my favourite 40 channel radio of all time, and I've always owned one. I don't think I've ever had one what does 4 watts. I think this particular one, I must check it on a meter, it's neither here nor there, because I run it into a 203p KL203p. I think this one puts 2.5 watts out, and of course from the 203p it probably puts 30 out. But they always stand the test of time very well, these radios. They don't seem to incur injuries of having where people's fingernails wipe off the lettering out around the volume or the squelch control. They always seem to stand the test of time and still, you know, appear to be young for their years. But what I really did like about them is they had a fantastic audio quality. If you was a bit of a lying git and you told the person you was talking to you're on a Yaesu or a Kenwood or something, I'm pretty sure on a standard mic on this radio they would compliment your audio and say how good it was. You'd have to turn your Roger bleep off, else otherwise you'd give the game away. But they really did have a very good audio, and they didn't. They had quite an exclusive circuit board. It wasn't a Cybernet one or a Uniden. It had their own unique board. I don't know enough information to actually tell you, but I know it was different to those. Richard Shelby of is it UKCB Servicing? UKCB, yeah, that's it. Yeah, UKCB Servicing. Richard. He services various radios. He's got a good YouTube channel. He does comment now and again, or pass a comment on some of my videos, or he has done in the past with reference to certain things. He's a pretty knowledgeable man. He says they're a bit of a devil, bit of a git to set up on the receive side of things. The board is. If I can quote this, I think he says they have a double diode detector in the receiver. Whatever that means is beyond me, but he's a man who does service radios and has been for a long time. But I like the way they operate, and in the day they didn't really hold the value very well. I never bought a brand new one. Now, I couldn't tell you specifically which model had a yellow meter, but I've had ones in the past. This is the only Manor Kestrel I've ever owned. I've had the Planet 2000, and I've also had the Communicator, and the ones previous to this I've had yellow meters, and I like the yellow meter. But I just like it because it's got its own quaint little, you know, like the signal meter's bang in the middle. Most radios it's on the left. It's got its own little quirky things I like about it. And as I say, they tend to stand the test of time and age very well. They have a fantastic audio quality. They receive very well. I just like them, and I've always liked them. And they never held the money, and people rated things much higher in value than these radios. You know, like I've got a York, I've got a Harrier CBX behind me, and I don't rate it. I don't think they're a bad radio. They're just not head and shoulders above this one. So I always like to own one of these radios, and when this one breaks I'll either try and get it repaired or I'll buy another one. I always, till the day I die, I always intend to have one. And I've been using this one tonight, talking to Tim and Andy. I like them very much, so I thought I would share this with you. I'm sure you've got your own favourite radio, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is, does it? If it's favourite to you for whatever reason that's personal to you. Maxcom 4Es. Fantastic audio quality they have, and of course they've got the reputation for being bleed over boxes, but with today's people on, you know, well, depending where you live, of course. Where I live there's not many people that are close to each other. The closest person to me is probably Adrian. He's probably, I don't know, 1.25 miles away, something like that, so he gives me a bit of splatter either side, whatever channel he's on or I'm on, but that's it. He doesn't wipe me old 40 out no matter what radio I'm on. But yeah, I thought I'd share this with you, this little Manor Kestrel. Tell me what you think. Have you ever owned one? Have you ever wanted to own one? I don't know what value they're worth these days, but I know compared to the competition in the 80s they were never a high value radio. you know, compared to the York 863s or the audio lines or many other radios. These were not head and shoulders above anything. They were at the bottom of the pile as far as people you know, wanted them goes. A bit like your Murphy home base scenario. But anyway, this is it for now. A little short one. I'll speak to you all soon. I hope you're all well, and I'll edit this and get it chucked on my channel. And I'm going to do a little vaping one, I think, because, sorry about this, changing hands with the camera. I've just noticed my little vape pen thing here. Since having my heart attack recently, not wanted a cigarette, but since I got these things knocking about the place, I spent about 300 quid on them a couple of years ago. I've got various different mods, what they call mods, which is a battery. They call it a mod for some unknown reason. This blue section on this one is the mod. So I've been vaping, and I'm on a very, very low nicotine level, and I can honestly say, if I wanted to, I could throw this in the bin now and not worry about it whatsoever. I'm not addicted to this. Since I was in the ambulance going to the hospital, I've never wanted a cigarette. It was a bit of a frightener and a bit of a shocker. So because I've spent so much money on these things, with the view in the past of packing in smoking and switching over to these instead of the cigarettes, which never happened, I figure I may as well use them if I've got them. I've got loads of bottles of low nicotine oil hanging around the place, so I figured I'd use them, and then when the time comes I'm fed up with them, I'll, well, throw them in the bin, I guess. But I might do a little video on these things. There is lots of videos on YouTube regarding everything to do with vaping, isn't there? But yes, I'm on the vapes. I haven't got one stuck in my mouth like I used to have fags every 5 minutes. I was a very heavy smoker for donkey's years. I've had my wake up call and I'm still here, so luckily. So I'm having a go on this. There's not that much evidence at the moment to say that these are very bad for you. I suspect they can't be good for you, but compared to cigarettes, I don't think they're not in the same ballpark. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's the perceived idea I have. But the way I feel at the moment, I could give this up quite easy. It's been, oh, I don't know, about 2 weeks now since I had a cigarette. Don't want one. It's nice to say that, I don't want one. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you're all well. Any comments, please leave, good or bad, negative, positive, I don't mind. Everybody has different views and opinions on things. I appreciate that. Whatever I think, you might not think, but yeah, that's good enough. So you all take care, and I ordered and paid for a Anytone 5555 version 3, so it's quite an old one, from Knights. 1 month's guarantee I think it says you get with it, because till I get my other sideband, my 9900 up there, what's bolted to the shelf, repaired, I like to have a little listen to the old sideband when it comes in now and again. Passes the time away in the background while I'm busy doing other things in my man cave. So I need something to dibble about with. So I guess there's been 1,001 different videos regarding those type radios, but I'm sure I'll have something to say about it. I'm sure I had one in the past, a couple of years ago. I think I had a new one. It was slightly off frequency, and one particular CB shop that I can't name because I can't remember, it wasn't Knights, they knew they had a known fault with them, and the guy openly admitted and told me over the phone, out of the 200 they sold, they got something like 198 were returned with faults. I'm sure it was that radio, but nevertheless, thanks for watching. Any comments? Go ahead, I appreciate them, good or bad. You all take care till next time. Catch you soon. Bye for now.